Welcome back to the Wrestling Bubble. We got another video for you today. We're asking the question, are wrestlers being held back in the WWE? And this is across all brands, developmental, and so on. I'd like to start by talking about the new arrival and the new signing of Mariah May. As you know, Stephanie Vaquer just dropped the women's NXT title to JC Jane, someone who's been in NXT for about 4 years, maybe 5.
Too damn long.
Yeah, she was there when Mandy Rose formed Toxic Attraction.
She was there before that.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, she was. So it's been like 5 years at least, like 2.0.
Yeah, probably around that time.
Yeah, NXT 2.0. I mean, so she finally got a opportunity to face a world champ in Stephanie Vaquer. She beat Stephanie Vaquer, her and the two other members of Fatal Influence, Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix. So Stephanie gets moved up to the main roster on Monday Night Raw, as she should. Julia already moved up to SmackDown.
As she should.
Right. Okay. So in comes Mariah May. And if you know anything about Mariah May, then you know that she's got no business being in developmental. Okay, I can understand learning the WWE style of like slowing down, selling a little bit more, not doing a bunch of crazy high spots, saving it more for like the pay-per-view or something like that, or like a big rivalry, big feud blow off, that type of thing. Okay. But I mean, when is it the right time to either move somebody up or push somebody, take a chance, push a new wrestler that's probably never gotten a chance? I mean, when is the right time?
You never know when's the right time, to be honest. Like, for Mariah May's sake, her being in NXT, she ain't gonna be there long. I'd say 6 months tops, maybe less than that. But I don't know it's the right time. Like, some of them should only be in NXT no longer than a year, in my opinion. But if you're gonna move them up to the main roster, at least have a story or some type of plan for them. We don't want another Dijak or just sending up people like JC Jane finally won the title. I mean, she cut a great promo, and then here comes Mariah May. Now it's like, oh great, she just gonna be a traditional champ. She's just here to drop the belt to Mariah May, possibly, hopefully, moving up to the main roster is probably going to be SmackDown. But, I mean, you have people like Jada Parker who've been there for, 2-3 years? Every time she goes for a title shot, she always comes up short and everything, and she got fans. It's like, how long we're going to keep, seeing the same push for, the same people? We know this is just going to fall.
So my thing is, it seems like, well, I mean, it's a fact that the WWE is afraid of taking chances. That they're afraid to take risks. And what I mean by that is you have young talents like Braun Breaker.
He should never be in that group.
And what group?
Whatever Seth Rollins group is called.
Yeah, because they don't even have a name yet.
I feel like only reason Braun Breaker's in that group so Seth Rollins could be relevant still. Seth Rollins is close to his 40s. Okay, his time is up. We need some fresh new faces going for the WWE belt, and we're tired of seeing the Seth Rollins, no knees, broken back, trying to go for the belt. He shouldn't even be in the Money in the Bank, to be honest. That should have been Braun Breaker.
Yeah. So point being, it seems like they play it safe so much to the point where they keep the same people in the same places, no matter what. Shout out to Chad Gable. But yeah, like we've seen Seth Rollins in this same spot like since what, the pandemic. What was it, like basically since he beat Brock Lesnar? What, like the cash in and from the
Seth
days of the
Rollins,
Fiend and the red cage with the red
he
light.
yes, I agree. He's a workhorse, and he has been on TV nonstop. Unless he gets injured, he's out of TV. But let's be honest, the crowd's tired of hearing his voice. We're tired of seeing him. I mean, if you want to be building the future, Braun Breaker is the future, and you can throw him throwing Bronson Reed because he didn't get a fair shot since his injury. We got a few other stars that deserves like a title shot. I was surprised the New Day and the Street Profits won tag team titles, but they're nowhere to be in the pay-per-view.
Well, see, my take is I don't feel like we should just hand out title opportunities like candy.
Z-Botch.
Like, I just feel like get behind certain people, give them a chance. Like, just look, throw them in the deep end, see if they can swim, right? I mean, how are you going to know how developed some of these people are until you actually give them a chance? Like, there's no reason why Braun Breaker shouldn't be competing for a world title right now. I mean, he went from Intercontinental Champion, 2-time Intercontinental Champion, to being a lackey, helping Seth Rollins, broken knees, back and all. Okay, helping Seth Rollins, run the WWE or whatever.
It's like they should have pulled the trigger when Chad Gable was getting the title. When the moment Chad Gable turned heel, that's when they should have built him up to take the title for Sami Zayn. But instead, he
should have fought Gunther. He should have been the one to fight Gunther. Not Sami Zayn.
Y'all had Jey Uso take the belt off of Braun Breaker because we had a bunch of Jey Uso crybabies saying, "Oh, he never going to win a single title." Okay, let me just throw a title on him. He had it for like 90 days the max. Let's take it back off him. Oh, he's never going to win the heavyweight title. Okay, let's just put it on him, which we all know he's about to take it off him. He only getting these titles is like you said because people are crying and they just handed it to him. Like Zelina Vega is another example. Why do she still have United States title?
I personally feel like Lyra should have won the United States Championship.
Well, Lyra's on Raw right now, so
right. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is levels. As far as like they put the Intercontinental Championship on Lyra. I don't care. First of all, I don't care what brand they're on because they hop around to different brands anyways.
Only
when
the
it's
big
convenient.
The big stars do.
They don't have big stars.
Like,
there's 3 big stars in the WWE. Okay,
Roman hops around. CM Punk hops around, and then Rhea Ripley sometimes hops around.
Okay, Roman, Cena, Punk to a certain extent. But The Rock, okay, because he was appearing or whatever, and he's not appearing lately, whatever, okay. But those are your big stars. Now Rhea is becoming a big star, but at the same time, she's not really doing anything.
Neither is CM Punk.
Right. I mean, I'm not some huge CM Punk fan or nothing. So I mean, what I'm saying is they keep pushing the same people, and it's not like the ratings are going up because of it. Okay, there's no excitement. Like, it's just rinse and repeat. All right, can we please like cycle in new talent, like new faces? I don't know. Like, okay, Becky versus Lyra. Like, that's the best you could do with that Intercontinental Championship.
And to me, it wasn't even really
like there's no other people waiting in the wings that could get some kind of opportunity. They don't have to win. They just need a showing. They need to just be able to showcase what they can do through promo, match, etc. Like, show some charisma, see if they can work the audience, except like just the initial chance. And don't wait until they're like 5 years in or whatever. Like, I mean, sometimes you just got to pull the trigger sooner rather than later and see how they do. I mean, you got people in NXT, which is supposed to be developmental. I mean, look, how long has Trick Williams been in NXT? Going on 5 years, right? He's more than ready for the main roster. Obafemi hasn't been down there as long as Trick, but he's ready. He's been ready. Just like Braun Breaker. When we first saw Braun Breaker, we were like, okay, maybe he'll be on NXT for like 2 months and he'll be moved up to the main roster. I mean, he was already ready on NXT, like when he first arrived. But it's like, I get that they're young, but you're kind of like wasting a lot of time with these people. Like, who's a female wrestler in NXT right now that has no business still being on NXT? What's another one? Lash Legend.
Nah, Lash Legend to me still needs some work.
Nah, I think here's the thing, okay? That's like waiting for somebody to become the perfect wrestler.
No, what I'm saying is she's also a little green in the ring too.
Exactly, but I mean, she's been on NXT for like 5 years.
Well, technically, yeah, but she didn't start wrestling for like 2 years. Because they put her on the
Okay, so she's had reps
so,
for like 3 years
Yeah.
at least. Call it 3.5. Because even when she was doing that Lash Legend talk show thingy, she had a match here and there early on. Not that they were good, and she's improved a lot. My point being, though, is how are you going to know when they're ready unless you actually bring them up and see how they do? Now,
you will know when
they
they're
brought
ready.
up Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson a few times.
Hold on. You will know when they're ready, honestly, is when they go against people who's like already top tier against them. Like, we saw Ren Sinclair versus Stephanie, and it was actually a great match, but yet Ren don't even have a chance to even go for the NXT North American title, which she should, by the way.
So that supports my point.
Yeah, instead we're seeing Kalani Jordan. Why? Kalani Jordan is nowhere near Ren Sinclair's level, in my opinion. But yet we saw Kalani Jordan. And now Ren's going to be even pushed back even more because now they're trying to push Zarya and Soul to fight each other soon. So, I mean, that's the only time you'll know people is ready. You have to give them a chance. Like JC Jane beating Stephanie, they're giving her somewhat of a chance to see how she will do as a women's champ, like they did with Mandy Rose. Of course, we already know JC Jane's title run's not going to be long because now you have a new star, Mariah May, and everything. So we'll just see how that's going to go.
Well, Mandy held it for a minute. She wasn't a transitional champion,
No.
which
Mandy
is what
held her
everybody
for a minute.
thinks JC Jane may be.
Transitional
Which we don't
champion,
know
yeah.
that for sure. But
Right.
with Mariah coming in, I doubt they're going to take forever to get the belt on Mariah.
I honestly hope they don't put the belt on Mariah because that's just too predictable.
Well, I wouldn't want her to have the belt because I don't want her to stay on NXT for a long time.
Right, exactly.
Like, all right, a few people that really shouldn't be on NXT that should just be on the main roster. And it's not like everybody on the main roster's elite, okay? This is Zelina, B-Fab, Michin. I would even say, what's Berto's partner, Los Garza, or
Come on,
Angel Garza? Like, there's people on the main roster that
Motor Scene, Machine Guns, DIY. Lord, I'm so tired of seeing them.
they're taking up time, and they're still not exciting the crowd or anything. Okay, they're not exactly cutting great promos or nothing like that. There's people in NXT that are more exciting than some of these people. Yet they're still in NXT. You telling me that DIY would grab your attention more than Trick Williams? No chance. No chance. Ricky Saints. I really feel like he's got no business being on NXT.
Well, actually, I believe he's moving up soon.
I mean, good.
Yeah.
Ethan Page, no business being in NXT. Sean Spears, no business being in NXT. Unless he's there. I mean, you could move that group up to the main roster.
Well, they're still trying to figure out what Izzy Dane. It's really Sean Spears, yes, can move up, but then you have Izzy Dane, who's still trying to figure out a little bit. Now they're trying to.
Is Raquel Rodriguez Gonzalez, whatever her name is she not doing the exact same thing on the main roster? Piper Niven, how long has she just been attached to the hip of Chelsea Green, never standing on her own 2 feet? You know what I mean?
Well, Raquel
Like there's
already was
people in
already up.
positions like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Raquel was already up and then she was out for a little while, then she came back. But she's still green. You can see it. She never cuts a promo. She might say 3 words in a Judgment Day skit, but that's about it. And that's not exactly holding your own.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's people in those roles on the main roster. You telling me Izzy Dame can't do what she's doing on NXT on the main roster?
No,
It's not like she's struggling. She actually is doing pretty good now that she's kind of found a character.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, the group is interesting. Their whole setup is nice, right? I would like to see that on the main roster.
But it's not ready yet, because then you're just gonna get another Dijak.
Okay, so it begs the question: when are they ready? And then I don't think like Dijak was a totally different situation. That was Retribution.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're just gonna move them up, put them in a group, and then don't do nothing.
Well, you don't move up the culling and then put them in a group. They're already a group.
What I'm saying is like, okay, you move them up to the main roster. What's their storyline? Because right now you still got the YS6. Okay, so it's like, okay, yeah, you could put them in Raw, but it's like they have so many wrestlers that half of them is just sitting in the back, like Apollo Crews. Where he at?
Cut him. Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying,
Cross.
though.
We're tired of seeing these little baby segments. Okay, what you gonna do with Karrion Cross? Like, okay, like what are we doing here? Carmelo Hayes, #1 draft pick for SmackDown. Still trying to figure it out, Triple H, aren't you, huh? I mean, you've got so many wrestlers who's already in the main, who was really good at NXT, moved up to the main roster and ain't doing nothing with them. So it's like, why move them up just to see them sit in catering? Roxanne Perez, she got lucky to be paired with the Judgment Day right now. But after that storyline is done, what you gonna do with her then?
Okay, so that actually points out the bigger problem, which is creative. Okay, there's nothing wrong with these people being moved up. The problem is the person that's head of creative is not creative at all. Okay, which is why we keep getting these same stories week to week to week, the same matches. Like, there's no creativity involved whatsoever. Okay, and if that's the thing that's holding people back, then maybe we should replace the person that's not creative. That's it. That's the head of creative. I mean, like, can we not get somebody better? Is there no one better out there than Triple H? Because he's not exactly lighting the world on fire.
There's no one left.
I mean, Raw literally, like, if it wasn't for the podcast, I would have been knocked out watching Raw.
Yeah.
And I'm dreading SmackDown tonight.
Lord.
3 hours. And I know exactly what I'm going to get. The same thing I always get on SmackDown. Nothing.
And then, of course, you're going to get the Y6 popping out.
Who asked
Honestly,
for them to come back?
The Y6, I am a huge Bray Wyatt fan, but why the heck do we still got them there? You want budget cuts? There's nothing to do with the YS6, to be honest. What are we going to do with them? Obviously, you're not putting Alexa Bliss in the group because, we don't want to see that. Honestly, I wish Alexa Bliss went back to the goddess because right now I'm not feeling this Lily bullshit, whatever she's doing, but go back to the goddess. And then you have the Pretty Deadly. Not saying like I'm a huge fan of them, but they're another one that was on, they're on SmackDown. They're a legit tag team. And yet, where are they? Where is Pretty Deadly? Why
Still
am I
missing?
Right. Like I'm seeing DIY every week, bruh. Just because you ask Candice LeRae to the group, same result. Y'all suck.
Like we're supposed to be excited just because she joined.
Y'all add another small person. Wow. Just another small person to the group.
DIY, aka the Munchkins.
The Munchkins. Exactly. And then,
honestly, Tommaso Ciampa needs to be on his own.
For real.
Like he's being held back just by being attached to Johnny Gargano. I mean,
Tommaso Ciampa said Kevin Owens is out a little right now. He should be doing what Kevin Owens was doing.
Yeah, he should just be a madman like he was in NXT.
Yeah. And then down the road, when he get a couple more reps in and get a lot more heat in, then put a little mid-card belt on him to see how he does with a title run, because Johnny Wrestling and Candice Wrestling is holding him back, in my opinion.
You know, I would have liked to see, they're probably on different brands or whatever. All right, but like, yeah, they definitely are, because one's on SmackDown, one's on Raw, I think. Tommaso Ciampa, Ludwig Kaiser. Like, the mid card, you like, they should be mixing up people like that. Bronson Reed, since he's never really gonna mix it up with the main eventers on a one-on-one type of, because he's gonna be, whatever he's doing right now, it's always gonna be like tag team or trios.
I feel like that, and it's like, I hate that he's with Seth Rollins, because really this is just a Seth Rollins show, in my opinion. He's not really doing anything to help the future. Paul Heyman, I'm very disappointed in him too, because it's like, unless y'all gonna do some type of swerve that you realize y'all don't need Seth Rollins, because they never did. Braun Breaker never need him. Bronson Reed never need him. I mean, they was doing fine on their own. Yeah. It was really just creative when they put the belt on Braun Breaker. Y'all just made the title not worth watching. Gunther had a 666-day run. He was in stories after story after story. Heck, Logan Paul, who people want to say not a wrestler, had a better title run than LA Knight.
Yeah.
I mean, a YouTuber had a better title run than LA Knight.
I hate that they call him a YouTuber.
Me too.
And he's more
Shout
athletic.
Out to Logan Paul.
He's more athletic than like 98% of the roster. His matches are better than 98% of the roster. Okay, his finisher is better than 99% of the roster. And quite frankly, the guy is built better than 98% of the roster.
And he stays humble. The Maverick. Y'all better put some respect on Logan Paul.
Talking about he's a YouTuber. Okay,
Nah.
He's physically fit. I mean, the dude's, come on, man.
I mean, Logan Paul he's it. Okay? If they have to get rid of The Miz, they'll be fine. Because Logan Paul is it. He is a megastar. He is must-see TV, in my opinion. And yet, y'all hating on Logan Paul. Why? Honestly, I will not even be mad if he takes the belt off of Jey Uso. Because the belt will matter. It will matter. I will be wanting to watch it because I want to hear what he got to say. I want to see who's going to try bringing it. I want to see him kill someone on the mic, because Jey Uso, 4 letters, 1 word. Look, bruh, that ain't working. And that's all you got to say. Take that belt off of him. Thanks for being a champ, and ciao.
Exactly. Vince would have already shut that down.
Vince would have made him.
He would have let him do the intro, like,
right, for
his regular matches or whatever. But, like, no, you're not exactly lighting it up in here. Okay, we'll give you, like, 2 minutes on the mic. You do your, and then get out of here.
He won't even. Honestly, if he was a champ, he would have had a Sasha Banks run. 7 days.
Yeah, I mean, all he needed was the moment. He finally did what he said he was gonna do. He got his WrestleMania moment. Okay, let him hold it for a good month, which that time would be up by now. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was about time right now for him to drop that title. But I mean, I don't know. Like, can we get somebody different and creative? And the thing is, it's nice that people are finally starting to see what we've seen from the very start, okay? WrestleMania 40 was great, right? But WrestleMania 40 would have sucked if The Rock wasn't there. Because that's exactly what made WrestleMania 40, like the build-up for WrestleMania 40, great, okay? I don't know if you guys remember, WrestleMania 40 Night 1 was lame, okay? Terrible. WrestleMania 40 Night 2 was much better. It's kind of just like WrestleMania 41. Night 1 was terrible. 41 Night 2, it had the trios the triple threat with Io, Rhea, and Bianca. I mean, it was literally kind of similar. But the difference is you had The Rock there for the build-up of 40. And, of course, Triple H will probably take credit for all of that.
We're in the Triple H era.
So brings me to my point. If he's gonna take credit for the good stuff, he's got to take credit for the bad stuff. Okay, and right now it's mostly bad. So
I thought they got rid of Vince.
What do you mean, Vince McMahon? I mean, he's booking. Look, this is
He's
feeling
looking
like
like-
2018, 2019
right.
booking.
2020. This is like definitely feeling like the COVID days.
No, this is like right before COVID, because
2020
people think
was repeat too.
right, but what I'm saying, like 2018, 2019, oh my god, like it was terrible. Terrible. Nothing but roll ups, rematches, and Brock Lesnar.
Oh my gosh. Thank God we don't have to see Brock Lesnar no more, because I couldn't stand him on my TV. It's like, Jesus Christ. Like, how many times am I going to see him do the same thing? Suplex City, whatever else he be doing. It's like 3 moves, you're done. I mean, I was so over him.
But that also supports the main idea behind this video, okay? They keep the same people in the same places, which in turn holds back everybody else.
And
Okay.
then when they sign someone, it also holds back everybody else.
Yeah, depending on how they push them out the gate, you know.
Mhm.
But like, instead of a 20-minute Seth Rollins bore fest at the beginning of Raw, why not give us somebody who rarely gets a chance to cut a promo or anything? Just, it could be in the back.
Let's
You
start
have
out
two.
with-
You have 2 people in the back, and like two fairly charismatic, you know, up and comers, and they challenge each other to a match, right? But it's up to them to be creative. Like, it's almost like, okay, here's our weekly, we're gonna give you a shot tryout type of situation, right? Almost like an open challenge type of thing. This is for people, maybe they're on NXT still, maybe they're on the main roster, but like they're just like Ludwig Kaiser missing.
Pete Dunne,
But
gone.
you know
Tyler
what I mean?
Bates, where you at? Yeah, all them guys.
Well, I mean, I think we've had our fair share of Pete Dunne, and yeah.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now, Ludwig Kaiser, Pete Dunne, Tyler Bates, it's been great seeing you on TV, but I have a feeling you're about to be gone.
Yeah.
Just saying. The moment they took Ludwig Kaiser from Gunther, I was like, yep, this is it for him. And then they make him cut a promo. Yep, that's it. He's done skis. Tyler Bates, the last time we saw him, he returned and lost and never seen him again.
Yeah. All right, so that'll probably do it for this video. We need somebody different for creative, because there is no creativity here. It's the same rinse and repeat every week, and the pay-per-views feel rushed, okay? And they're coming, look, it feels like we just had a pay-per-view. There's
you know
nothing
what's
in
crazy?
between. There's
I think we
nothing in
have
between.
Is it next month, I believe? They're doing Saturday night main event
And Evolution,
and
right?
Evolution. I feel like there's something else that's coming out. It's like three
You know what's
things
coming
out.
up? A commercial, okay?
A commercial after commercial.
Because all we get is advertisements.
Right. But that will conclude our video today. If you have any thoughts, opinions, about how Triple H booking is going on, who's being held back, what is your thoughts when they keep bringing these new signees? Is it not fair for the ones that have been there longer, haven't really got their proper push or chances? Please let us know in the comments, and make sure you like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. And once again, this is the Wrestling Bubble TWB.